my name is Mariah Shilaire and welcome to my YouTube channel. So for today I'm going to be installing some mini twists into my hair just because I am tired of doing it and I don't want to have to think about what I'm doing for my hair for Christmas, which is next week. So first, I already have some leave-in conditioner, or the conditioner that I use to leave into my hair is not necessarily a leave-in conditioner, but the Aussie Moist, so this one right here, or it should be over here somewhere. And then I put that in my hair in the shower and I've just kind of been letting it soak in. I've been letting it sit in my hair for about an hour now. I thought that my hair would be a little less wet, but that is okay. When installing these mini twists, you can either install them wet or dry. If you put them in wet though, they are going to shrink up more, so your hair will look a little bit shorter. If you do them while dry and maybe blow dry it out, then they'll be more elongated. I'm not really worried about that because if I want them to be a little bit longer, I'm just gonna go ahead and stretch out the roots of my hair with a blow dryer. So I'm not tripping. But yeah, so right now I'm gonna go ahead and put this Main Choice, doesn't get much better than this, daily hair dressing into the section. I'm not going to section the section at all. I just want to layer this through all of the sections first, and then once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and start separating my hair. So this is the daily hair butter going into my hair, or daily hair dressing. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I felt like I was saying hair way too much. But the daily hair dressing, I'll be setting my style with just a little bit of gel in each twist to keep it, you know, twisted and locked up. But I'm putting a good amount of this butter into my hair first, just because I know I'm probably gonna keep these mini twists in for a good, I'd say 2 weeks. I'll probably keep them in for a good 2 weeks. So I just want to make sure that my hair stays really moisturized underneath while they're in the twist. I don't want dry twist. So I'm going to low-key OD on this hair butter. And then once I'm happy with the amount that I am putting in my hair, I'm gonna go ahead and retwist the section, because when I do part my hair, I'm gonna part it in the way that I want the twist to lay. So this doesn't really matter right now. I'm just trying to get the product into my hair. Some good alternatives to this daily hair dressing by the Main Choice, see I have a lot, is gonna be the Jane Carter's Nourish and Shine. That one's super duper good to put in your hair. You don't need to put as much, well, you don't need to put a lot of this either, but I know that that one is a lot thicker, so you definitely don't want to put too much, but that's a good option to put in your hair for this. Or if you have some shea butter, if you have some castor oil, some cocoa butter, anything that's like a thick butter and berry sealant, it's gonna seal in the moisture, is good to put in your hair for these twists, or any style really that you're gonna be having in your hair for an extended period of time. Okay, so now that I have my leave-in in, I have my hair butter in, which is acting as my sealant. Now I can go ahead and begin parting my hair. So when doing styles like these, it's always best to, ooh, that sun, damn. It's always best to part your hair out first so that way, as you're moving through each section, it's just quick. It's just boom boom, twist twist, boom boom, pow, instead of parting a section, twisting all the little twists up, and then parting another section. It just cuts out a lot of the in between time. So I am gonna go ahead and part about because this is also the time that you're going to decide on how big you want your twists to be. So they're mini twists, but they could be super duper duper mini, or they can be medium mini or large mini. I don't want super small ones just because I don't necessarily like the way they look, and it's also going to take a lot longer. So I'm gonna go for the medium twist. So I will go ahead and part my hair in about an inch sections. Yeah. And I'll show you in a second. Your parts don't have to be perfect at all whatsoever, but the cleaner your parts are, the more uniform it'll look. Some people like to go for a more messy, random type look. It doesn't look very organized at all. And then, you know, some people like theirs to look organized. Both look good, either or. It's really just dependent on preference. I don't want mine to look super organized just because I'm not all that great at parting evenly in the first place. But I do want them to look, semi-organized. So I'm taking my, I didn't say before, but I'm taking my rat tooth comb and just making a horizontal part in the back of my head about an inch thick. Okay. So y'all about to see it for me. I have no idea what this looks like. I don't know if it's straight, so don't judge me. But, like that. Like that. So, after I part it, I'll just clip away the top part, and then I like to twist my hair up if I'm gonna be leaving it out for more than 30 seconds, just because my hair gets tangled very, very, very easily. So the more I keep it twisted, the easier it is for me. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue parting my hair, and then I will be back to show you how I'm going to section it for the front part. It'll be just slightly different because I want to section it how I want my hair to lay, kind of. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. Okay, so as you can see, and like I said, don't judge me. I'm not good at parting my hair. I'm not good at parting hair, period. But you really don't need to be. I'm just trying to section it off. So as you see, when I got to the front, I've started to part my hair somewhat diagonally going towards my face. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to be able to wear my hair a few different ways. So just the same as when I do a wash and go in my hair, I have it split kind of down the middle. I have it split kind of down the middle, but that way when it dries, if I want to, I could flip it this way, I could flip that way, I could have it in the middle, I could pull it back. It just makes it easier for me. Whereas if I were to just set it on one side, it would look a little weird for me flipping it every which way. And it really just depends on how I feel that day is how I'm gonna wear my hair. So yeah. And now I'm just gonna do the same to this side. Okay, so now that I'm done, I'm gonna go ahead and put these twists up on each side. And then I'm also gonna put the twists up in the back so that I can work with just one section at a time. And this way I don't have to worry about needing to part my hair once I'm done with each section because it's already parted. And now all I need to do is part it vertically and get to twisting. But the vertical parts, I mean, maybe when I get up to the front, we'll see how I'm feeling. I'll put into some neat, semi-neat parts, but definitely for the back, I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm literally just going to take about a half-inch section, like so, and twist that up. So get the other part of my hair out of the way. And then I'm gonna take just a little bit of my Extreme Line Gel. It's a little baby container. And I'll probably take about that much of it, not a lot. And just rub that through the section. I'm actually gonna take a little bit more. So like about that much. You can go ahead and get that all throughout the section. If you want to be extra, you can comb. I'm just gonna comb the bottom. And then just start twisting. And you wanna make sure these twists are nice and tight so that they don't unravel. But yeah, guys, I feel like with winter, it's sunny outside right now, but we've been, again, I live in Southern California, and we've been having some really like just gloomy weather. It's been cloudy and freezing cold and raining. And I don't know, this type of weather, like, I just feel like it definitely affects my overall mood. It gets me a little, you know, down and like lazy, and I don't want to do nothing, and I don't have no motivation for anything. I don't know. And I always feel like that around this time of year. Like, isn't that crazy that the weather can affect somebody's mood like that? So I've just been trying to keep busy, keep positive, and enjoy the little things until spring and summer gets here. And then I'll be happy again. And also, I wanted to, you know, I don't really follow politics much, which, you know, I suppose that I should just to know what's going on in the world. But it just bores me so much. I don't follow politics much. But I do have Twitter and Instagram, and I feel like not all the important stuff, but like the important stuff, somebody's gonna tweet or post about it. So I was on Twitter this morning when I woke up, and I didn't know that President Trump is being impeached, like for real. I know people have been talking about it, but I didn't know they was actually gonna impeach him. Like, okay, you know, as much as I hate Trump though, and I don't, you know, pay attention to politics, I definitely have heard that our vice president, who I don't know by name, I know this is really bad, but I do know that whatever his name is, he's worse than Trump. So I don't think that we did anything great as a country, because yes, Trump is now being impeached. We're going to get rid of him, but the vice president is worse. So we're thinking that we're doing something good by getting rid of stupid Trump, but really Trump was a buffer between what the vice president actually wants to do. Look, got me stopping. No, I don't need to stop twisting my hair. But yeah, he was a buffer. Like, yeah, he did really bad, or he's done really bad stuff, and he says stupid stuff all the time, but the stuff that he's done compared to the stuff that the vice president wants to do is gonna be like oranges and apples. We should have just fucking kept Trump. Let me know what you guys think about it. You know, I don't know if there's Trump supporters on here. I hope there's not. But if there is, I mean... But let me know what you guys think about the situation going on with our country, because I don't know. I feel like there's so many bad things going on in the world, period, but I feel like especially the United States. I feel like the United States is especially horrendous. Like, I don't even know why I still live out here. I've always said I wanted to travel and find another country to live in, but I don't know. It just seems like it's bad all around. And something that's really been concerning me, and I know people are bringing more awareness to it now, is all the sex trafficking stuff that's going on. And they're especially stealing black women. I was talking to my mom about it the other day, and I told her to be careful, and she's like, oh, they're not stealing, they don't what old people. And my mom doesn't even look old. She's like in her 40s, but she looks like she's in her late 20s. But she's like, they're not gonna look for old people like me. I'm like, they're taking women around all ages, really, but I've heard a lot of reports of women in their early 30s to mid to late 40s. So nobody is safe out here, for real. Nobody. And I just thought of a tweet. I thought of a tweet just now because it said that they're not stealing no you know, bigger people. I'm like, damn, that's true. Like, shit, maybe I need to eat more. I need to put some weight on. Okay, because ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of tummy and some thick thighs and some ass. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, I don't know, but it really does scare me because a lot of women all over the country are getting stolen. Like, we as women, especially as black women, really need to be super aware of our surroundings at all times. Like, it's not something that you always want to think about, but it's getting to the point where us women, we need to be thinking about it all the time, because you don't know who's looking at you, what people are around, what their intentions are, all that. And I don't know. It's just a really scary world to live in right now. Like, I'm always carrying weapons with me. I'll be having pepper spray. I'll be having a taser. Shoot, I'll be having a little pocket knife. But I really am considering signing up to get my to get registered to carry a gun. I feel like at this point in time, it's necessary, especially again for us Black women. It's super necessary just to be able to protect ourselves. When you're getting in Ubers and you're getting in Lyfts, please, please, please take that extra 10 seconds. Don't feel weird about the Uber or the Lyft driver looking at you crazy or getting impatient or whatever. Take that extra 10 to 20 seconds to make sure that the child lock is not on the door. You don't have the child lock on, or get in the passenger seat. I don't like sitting next to the driver, but I don't think you can have a child lock on the passenger side. But if you are getting into the back, one, check that license plate. Mover and Lyft tells you what the license plate number is. Check it to make sure you're getting in the right car, for one. And for two, when you know it's the right car, make sure that that child lock is not on, because a lot of these sex traffickers are coming out and turning out to be freaking Uber drivers and Lyft drivers. Like, what? And not only that, but you think as a Black woman, like, okay, like a lot of these sex traffickers are or at least me, I was thinking like a lot of these sex traffickers are gonna be white men or men of a different nationality. I don't know, but the last ethnicity that I thought that sex traffickers would be Black. I'm thinking I'm safe with a Black person, but no. The 6 that got caught in Atlanta, they were all Uber drivers and they was Black. Like, what? That's what we doing out here? That's what we doing out here. So don't trust nobody. Don't put nothing past nobody. Keep your guard up at all time. Keep aware of your surroundings at all time, because it really is a crazy world out here and they're stealing women left and right. And it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. This subject has been heavy on my mind. I'm the type of person that's always thinking of what could go wrong. So yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot. It's a scary world out here. Let me know what you guys think about the sex trafficking epidemic that's going on right now in the United States, and if you guys take any precautions, or if any of you have thought of registering to carry a gun. I'm in California. I honestly haven't even done the research to see if it's easy or not. But yeah, I need to look into it, because I be out in LA. I like to go out and party. And yeah, it's just better to be safe than sorry. Stay ready so you ain't never got to get ready. Period. So yeah. I just wanted to say that real quick. Whoever watches my videos, maybe it just gives a little bit of awareness, because we all need to be safe out here. I don't want to hear about nobody else going missing or being found dead. None of that. Sorry. I had to do the awareness. I know this was it's a little bit of a downer. Not something that's super happy to talk about, but it's definitely needs to be talked about regularly. So yeah. So I am just going to keep going through my hair and parting and twisting up, and I'll come back when I'm in the front and just about done. But there's not really anything to it. Literally just part your hair how big you want the twist to be and twist away. Make sure to keep close to the root as you twist down to keep it nice and tight. It looks white, but all of this will soak into my hair as it dries. It's just the butter, and my hair and hands are cold, so it's showing up white. But that is what the twists are looking like. All right. I will be back. Okay, so dang near 4.5 hours later, I am on my last section of hair. Now, I've been taking breaks. You know, I ate, my back started hurting, so I laid down for a little bit. But it's been about 4.5 hours. Now, if I wasn't taking any breaks or anything, I would say this probably would have took me 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on how fast you twist. Oh, sorry. But yeah, so I am on my last section, and I just want to show you how I have done the front. So with the front, I just go ahead and section it like I've been doing into a section that looks good. I kind of want it to mimic the section on the other side, just in case I decide to wear it down the middle. So that's approximately the same. So with the front of my hair, all I am making sure that I do is lay down the edges. So this is what I do with all of my hairstyles, whether it's a mini twist, a twist out, a braid out, a wash and go, whatever. I always make sure, especially in the front, that the edges are laid down. So I'll go ahead and put the gel all throughout the section first. And then I am just gonna take a little bit of edge control and put that all on the front and just along the top. And take whatever you use for your edge control, or your edges, whether it be a brush or a fine tooth comb. And I just smooth it. Ooh. You know, work your baby hairs however it is that you do. I don't really have much on this side because I put it all on this side. It's okay. But once I get the edge to look how I want it to, just go ahead and twist. But of course, when you twist, I'm gonna do it this way just so I can relay the edge. When you twist, it'll kind of make the edge come up a little bit. So once you're done twisting it, I just go back over the edges with a little bit more edge control if needed, and if not, just with my little edge control brush, like so.
That's good.
Okay. So don't worry, this white will soak in like they did on all the rest of them. Because I went ahead and set this style with gel, it is a little like hard to the touch. But that's fine because, like I said, I want to keep these in for about 2 weeks. So as the days go by and I add oils and, you know, small amounts of water to it each day, they'll start to expand more and they'll be a lot softer. For wrap up at night, all I'm going to do is gather the ones that are like on top of my head and some of the ones on the bottom, so about that much. And I'm actually gonna pull it as taut as I can to the other side of my head, and then I'll pin it, and I'll do the same to the other side. Wrap it around to this side, and I'll pin it, and then I'll wrap it that way. That way, in the mornings every day, my hair will have been in a state where it was taut and it was tied down flat, so you don't start getting those frizzies and your style lasts as long as possible. So yeah, that'll be my takedown. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm pretty beat. I have been sitting here for way too long, but the style is done. And yeah. So peace out, guys. Deuces, and I'll see you in the next video.